What's going on, y'all? We are just getting started. Amazon FBA Q&A. We got the Tiki Talk live right here. The question that was asked, and I wanted to make sure it was on YT2, is what made you start making FBA content instead of just doing your own FBA business? So there's a few different aspects with this, Troy. Number one is when I launched my very first Amazon brand, I was making a lot. This was like on Snapchat and my IG stories. It wasn't like content posted to IG. TikTok wasn't around back then. I think it was still Musical.ly back then, or maybe it was just coming onto the scene. But I'm sitting there posting like motivational videos and just trying to put people up on game on my stories, my personal stories. And so I really liked the idea of like adding value to other people. And, I only have like 1,000 followers on my personal IG. And I would get the DMs that I would get just from some of the people that I knew, like just crazy DMs, like crazy good DMs, in the sense of like people who liked it, they really liked it. And I really liked being able to add that value. A lot of them were youngsters, like younger than me. I was a youngster too, but a lot of them were younger than me. And then another thing is my cousins taught me how to sell on Amazon, as well as a few other people that I learned from online and stuff. And so my mindset was always like, imagine me learning all of these things, getting value from all of these people, and then not sharing that same knowledge that I accumulated over the years. So, there's been hundreds, if not thousands of people who have learned from my content, and like that feels good. It's good that I've been able to provide that value to other people. I enjoy it. Like I said, whether it was TikTok or not, I've always been kind of doing this ever since I got into business. So that's kind of my North Star, being able to provide value, be the mentor or creator who people learn from, just like the ones that I learned from. Lost, good to see you, bro. Thank you for sharing the live as always. Brother, there's a guy that steals your content and he contacted me. Be careful, he might scam others. Yeah, bro, Abdullah, I'm glad that you caught it, bro. I've made a lot of videos about this. I talk about it on my lives a lot. I will never follow you guys. I will never message you first. And there's a lot of fake accounts. Unfortunately, TikTok doesn't do anything about it. I report them and then TikTok says, sorry, we don't see anything wrong with this account. So that would be for y'all to do. A bunch of reports to these fake accounts would definitely get them gone. And another thing to keep in mind is people can change like the name, like how your name is Abdullah. We have Goodman in here. You guys can all change your name to Luke Basha, but the my name is spelled LUKEBASHA. That is my username. No double A, no period, no numbers, nothing like that. So the biggest thing is I will never message you. I will never follow you. I appreciate all of y'all, but I will never follow y'all. And I'll never message you first. It's in my TikTok bio, this TikTok bio. I don't message first. And all of those fake accounts, they always message people first. How did you get rich? Nice, bro. I don't consider myself rich. I definitely do well for myself. I'm blessed, but I started selling products on Amazon. If you go watch my last video, Goodman, and everybody in the live right now, this is going to be counterproductive to the engagement on this live, because I'm going to keep saying this. Click on my profile, hop out of the live right now, go like and comment on the video that I just posted. We're going to get it popping. And I also said I will respond to every comment that is in question form on the last video that I posted. I'll make a video response to it. So if y'all have a question and maybe for some reason I missed it in one of my other videos and you want a video response to it, go comment on that last video. The title is How I Make Money Selling on Amazon. It's one of the few flexi type videos that I ever have and ever will make. But yeah, brother, I've been selling products on Amazon for about 6 years now. I've said it once, but I am a veteran in the game. I do say so myself. You always say to wait for reviews before running PPC. Always, Troy. Always, 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 always. Because, I mean, maybe even in this live, I don't know. Every week, not every day, but every week, I'll get people coming in who say, I'm struggling with sales. My PPC isn't working. And it's always because they don't have reviews. It's a huge, actually, I have the screenshot here because I was prepping a lesson for my students this week. And I put this screenshot on from one of my YT videos. Where did it go? I accidentally deleted it. Oh no, it's right here. So this dude commented on one of my videos on YT about PPC ads. He said, great video. I implemented your advice on diagnosing traffic versus conversion issues, and it made a huge difference for my campaigns. Optimizing the listing before boosting the ad spend helped me bring down my ACoS and significantly improve conversions. Definitely recommend this approach. It's tried and true. Is there a way to accelerate buying reviews, or do I just got to wait for ages? You got to wait for ages, bro, to be honest with you. Sometimes it's quicker than other times, but it definitely is a waiting game, unfortunately. Y'all, I'm going to say it again. Hop off this live. Go check out the last video, not including the pinned videos that I posted today. It's titled How I Make Money Selling on Amazon. Absolute gem of a video. It goes through the steps of how to sell on Amazon, and y'all kind of get an insight on some of the payouts that I've gotten on some of my on one of my Amazon accounts. Every 2 weeks. That's one Amazon account. Always Vine though, or get some organic as well. Organic is good too. Use a request a review tool like Helium 10 and Jungle Scout both have it. I liked your recent video. Let's go, Troy. I appreciate it, bro. And I hope everybody is doing the same thing. Hop off this live, go to the last video, like and comment. Any comments on that video, I will make a video response to them. Go favorite it for later. Anyone who wants to learn how to start selling on Amazon, all of that. How do I get ungated? Mostly everything is gated. So I don't do a business model where the products that I launch are gated, Kimberly, but you would need an invoice from an official wholesaler or distributor for that product. Now, it used to just be 10 for most products, but I know Amazon's kind of cracking down on that. So some brands are different than others. Sheep, I'm pulling up your listing, bro. Really quick, I need to remember what product you launched. Sheep, I'm looking at your listing, bro, and you got 50 plus bought in the last month. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, bro. Luke, what do I do? What do I do against this feeling of failing and getting left behind? Feeling a little bad right now. Business and Sheep, you already know, bro. It's always all love. I appreciate you always in the lives and trying to better your Amazon business. So this goes for everyone. I'm sorry if my answers seem direct. Number one, get out of your head. Business isn't about emotions. It's about pushing forward and analytics. Now, Sheep, I don't know if you've read these books yet, but the two books that the one book that I recommend for you is the 10X Rule, Grant Cardone. It will really, 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 really help with your mindset and everything like that. Sorry, I was looking at another comment. It'll really help with your mindset and kind of what steps you need to take to make a business work. Now, looking at your listing, I would make optimizations to your main image. Your second image, I would turn that into 2 images. Like one should be a dimensions image, and then one should be like a product features image. I do like the comparison chart idea. Maybe it should be reworked a little bit, like yours on the left, theirs on the right. You maybe go look at some other comparison charts on Amazon just to kind of get an idea. I like that you have a video on your listing. Let me play it. I like the video. I would add captions on the video for sure, and maybe little headlines and stuff. Your third image, I think, is solid. Your fourth image, I think, is solid. I think these are pretty good. What I would do is your perfect gift image. What I would say is, and I don't ever do this for people who aren't students, but for you, Sheep, I got you. Just for certain circumstances, you've used some services that I've created and you're always in the lives. For the perfect gift image, I would maybe even add like a, here are some of my favorite images. So dimensions, product features, product benefits, like maybe even show I was about to say something that would give away, maybe show an image where it shows like all of these things that your product is used for cluttered up on a table, and then show what your product does to kind of fix that, make things look a little bit more tidy, what it's used for. So like and this would give you an opportunity to show multiple different aspects about the product. Like it can be used for a gift. It can be used for the kitchen. It can be not the kitchen. That's not what your product is. For the bathroom, it could be used for the bedroom, right? Like show the customer how they can use your product. And then this external storage that you have, I'm trying to say things without obviously giving away the product, bro. But like the external storage that you have, like that could be, you should say like all the different things that you can put in that. See, it's hard to be vague because there's like specific things that I want to say, but like, let's just say, and these aren't this, I'm going to say not your product, but say like, you can put batteries in it. You can put a charger in it. You can put pencils in it. Obviously, those aren't the things that you would put in your product, but I'm not going to say those things because I don't want to give away your product on the live. And then I would play around with different titles because I see that very first keyword that you have in your title. I don't think that that's the main keyword. I think that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you include the and symbol, I think the fifth keyword is one of the main keywords. So maybe test some things with that. I think your bullet points are pretty solid. I think your A+ content is pretty solid. But then also, you know, with 24 reviews, you want to try to push for some more 5-star reviews. I think all of those things would help with the listing and help with conversion. I know everybody was like, what is he talking about? I was going through an actual listing, so don't do that often on TikTok, but I want to get my guy right here. And if y'all haven't already, go like and comment on my last TikTok video. Remember, every single comment, I will make a video response to it. So if y'all want something to be made in video form, I will indeed make a video for that. Are you in Canada? No, I live in SoCal, brother. USA. Launched a new product this past month on Amazon. Let's go, Lighthouse. 60% margin before ads. That's amazing. That's crushing it, Lighthouse. What is backend keywords? Is this different than the ones that we have in the description? Yes, it is. They're essentially exactly what they're called. They're keywords on the back end that the customer can't see, but they can still help you for indexing for SEO purposes. 2-week launch around 60% ACOS, but tacos is about 30%. So you're still running at 30% margins. Random guys from Pakistan keep texting my iCloud. What should I do? Block the number? Yes, but losing money on every sale. I went over that. So already profiting 30% on a test order. That's amazing, Lighthouse. That's really good. Think of the problems as new challenges and opportunities, not failures. Yeah, exactly. I've talked about this very often. Every mistake, downfall, tough time that I've ever had in business has made me a better business person. I'm not talking foo-foo la la motivation. I'm talking like a product didn't perform well. I learned how to make products perform well, whether that's optimizations that I need to make to the listing, whether that's getting reviews, getting scammed from manufacturers. That made me better at dealing with manufacturers. Having trademark issues, that made me better at working with trademark attorneys and how to get my brand registered. About to place a purchase order for 2K units minimum. Let's go, Lighthouse. I love it. Probs around 30 to 40K in monthly revenue after this. That's amazing, Lighthouse. You're crushing it on Amazon. You have been for a while. I believe, right? That's you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't I have to push for sales through ads to get organic rank? Yes, you are correct there. DHJ, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you and everybody in the live. Got 2 orders on my second product today. I love it, Tor. I love it. How many products failed that you launched? My very first product was a success, but I've probably failed like out of all the products that I've launched, probably like 10 to 15. That's over the last 6 years though. And most of those were in the beginning when I first started, like after my first product launch. Should we avoid patented products or do we create our own design? Yes, you have to avoid patented products because they are patented. It's illegal to sell them. You'd be infringing on somebody else's IP or intellectual property. How to increase monthly capacity limit. You would go to the shipment tabs. At the very bottom, it would say capacity manager. You would click on that. You would go to your capacity manager and you would bid on more inventory. LOL, yeah, last year hit 100K in December, trying to be 100K consistent. I love that, Lighthouse. That's amazing. I guess I was feeling lost because of multiple optimizations I did and none worked. But they did work. They just haven't fully worked, sheep. So you increased your CTR. That was a win, brother. Small wins are big wins. So you did good. You just have to continue to optimize. It's a never-ending game. I don't know if you were in the live when that dude who was selling on Amazon for 11 years came in, but he was talking about how he's still making optimizations to his listing. I am. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. I want to quit my job. Tired from this live. What would your advice to a beginner be? Get started. Get started on something that will supplement your income. Now, I'm not. If it's Amazon, cool. It's Amazon. If it could be anything, but like more so life advice. But also, don't quit your day job until you are able to do that. Part of life isn't supposed to be easy or comfortable or anything like that. Like I had great bosses and I didn't like my jobs that I had. I didn't like working for somebody else. So I gave it my all. 2 book recommendations for you. I am The 10X Rule, Grant Cardone. Actually 3 book recommendations. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. And then Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. Those 3 books have shifted my mindset and helped me make more money than most things that I've read. I used to read a book every week. Not that that makes me better than anybody. I'm not saying it like that. But I used to read a book a week, and those 3 books are still in my top 5. The other one that I like is the Steve Jobs book, but that's for different reasons why that one's in my top 3. But yeah, man, just get started. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And there's so many people who are caught in this mental master, I'm not going to say the rest of the word, cycle of like they learn, they want, they think that just because I think about it, I'm manifesting, but then they never take any action on changing their life. I took action on changing my life as I was learning. For those who are new, which you are new here, I am, again, appreciate the follow. I used to party. I used to go to the raves all the time. I was going on benders. If you know what a bender is, I would play video games. And I'm sorry if people have heard this multiple times, but I just think that it's important. I used to wake up at like 10, 11 a.m., be on the za, shower, do all that, eat some cereal, low energy food, play video games, have some more za. 15 minutes before work started, I would leave to work because that's how close my cousin's office was. And then I would go to work. And while I was at work, za. I would just go through the motions of working. I was a good employee, even with doing all that stuff, but I was just going through the motions. I would come back home, eat, shower, za, video games. That was my life. And then hang out with my friends and go party it up. I didn't like my life. I didn't like the person that I was. So what did? I took major action steps to change that. You're right. I guess I'm used to always getting things right on the first time. So this is new for me. That's the beauty of business. It might not seem like the beauty when you're in the trenches, but that is the beauty of business. Appreciate it, brother. Do you have a course? I'm clueless in online stuff. I do have the AMZ Masterclass, brother. It's in the TikTok bio. I also do these lives every day for free. I have a lot of free content. Like if you go to my last video that I posted on TikTok, I just posted a full step-by-step guide on how to sell on Amazon, which everybody in this live should go like it right now. You still on the za trying to cut it? Nah, bro, I'm not. Thank God. It's funny because like everything happens for a reason, God's plan. But if I could go back and tell my younger self one thing, it would be not to have ever picked that up. Because I know people say that it's not like addictive and all of this stuff. Dude, I created a dependency on it in my life. And it was probably harder than starting a business was stopping that. What I would say is and the thing is like when I say I was doing it, it wasn't like casual every night. It was like wake up, do it, eat, do it, before video games, do it, before work, do it, at work, do it. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. to use the restroom, and I would do that. So like it was not I'm actually going to make a YT video about this pretty soon because I think it's something that a lot of young and older people start with. And I've never said this before. When I first started my business, I still didn't cut it out. And then I had gotten some success. And then I had this idea in my head where it's like, no, I function just fine with it. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing it. And then it finally clicked to me. It was like, if I can do everything that I've done while having this vice in my life, like what would I be able to go on to achieve without it? I really do think that it holds you back. Panagodius, I would listen to, I'm not a health expert by any means, but I would go look into a guy named Dr. Daniel Amen. he talks about the effects that it has on the brain, and it essentially is going to damage your brain. I mean, I probably have long-term effects from it, and I'm sticking on this. I'm gonna get to everyone's question, but I just think that this is really important because I'm sure that there's people out there who struggle with stuff like this. So it's weird because everybody has the advice on like how to stop, how to not do it, and stuff like that. At the end of the day, you have to dislike that about yourself more than the hypothetical pain that it would bring to stop. Because it is like, I don't care what anybody says. I do think that it has, like when I stopped, I'm talking cold sweats, withdrawals, angry, couldn't eat. Like it was crazy, like straight up cold sweats from it. So the thing is, like, what I would do is just find, there's a expression, and I think it's either in the 10X book or Be Obsessed or Be Average. But the quote was like, if you want to meet the devil, have as much white space on your calendar as possible. And so you got to fill up your day with productive things. And you just have to start creating more productive habits in that aspect rather than just going through the same cycle every day, bro. And I'm not judging it. Trust me, bro. Like I know how hard it was for me. What's up, brother? What's up, noob? Good to see you, bro. What's a realistic time frame of getting 5 sales a day? I've been getting 1 to 3 sales for 2 weeks. It's not a time frame thing, SB. It's more so about running good PPC ads as well as optimizing your conversion so that for the same amount of clicks, you can get more conversions on your PPC ads. And then as you increase your organic rank, you're going to start seeing more consistent and higher sales days. But it's not like, 1 to 3 weeks, you should have that down. Because somebody could be selling on Amazon for 3 months and do nothing to optimize those 3 things that I just said. And it's not like, just because it's not like a time entitlement. I've been selling for this long, I need this to happen. Push for those reviews, optimize your listing, optimize your organic, or push your organic rank, increase your organic rank. And that's essentially how you get there. Also, you guys are going to hear me say this like 10, 20 times. But go hop off the live, watch the last video that I posted, and remember, any comments that y'all have that you want me to answer in video form, I will make a video response to every single comment on that last video. So make sure y'all go show it some love. It's titled How I Make Money Selling on Amazon. And for one of the Amazon accounts, I show a few of the payouts that we get every 2 weeks. Your story resonates a lot with me. This will pay off, God willing. God's plan, bro. God wants you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. God wants you to work hard. God does not want you to be reliant on any of these things, these vices. And again, I'm not saying that in a judgmental way, bro. I struggled for, dude, it was like 5, let's see. I struggled for like 5 years with it. But by the grace of God, the only vice that I have now is these Monica Lewinsky's. I promise you, I'm going to do everything in my power to make this product work. No feeling sorry anymore. By the way, your opinion in making 3D model for your listing, it's like $500. I don't think that's going to be a make or break for you, bro. I don't think you need to do that yet. Focus on all of the other things first, and then you can go from there. I just opened my Amazon account. Which categories can I start? Any category. The categories that I avoid are like topicals, consumables, clothing, shoes, electronics, fragile items. Those are the ones that I avoid, but all the other categories are fair game, and there's good potential products in all the other categories. Drop a 1 in the chat right now if you've went and liked and commented on my last video. If you're not dropping a 1 in the chat right now, click on my profile somewhere on the live, go Like and comment on that video. Was ordering my sample without finalized inserts and package design. No, not at all. Main image in the works with optimized, of course, and looking into the rest of the images you said. I love it, Sheep. Can I put UPC of product and FNSKU on the product at the same time? No, you only want your FNSKU on there. Amazon doesn't want multiple barcodes. They only want their barcode. Product is finalized, but no insert in design. Wanted to get hands on it. No, you're fine if it's not fully done in the sample phase, bro. Obviously, you would want it done by the time you place your bulk order. Bro, I watched it 17 seconds after you uploaded. Let's go. I love it, Panagodius. Make sure you drop a comment on it too. If you have any questions that you want me to make a video on, remember, I will make a video response to any comment. If I order products, do I ship them to buyers from out of my house? No, I send my products to Amazon fulfillment centers where they're going to store all of my inventory. This is called FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon, where they're going to store all of my inventory. And then every time I get an order, Amazon will pick, pack, and ship that order to the customer. I also have access to Prime, so it can get to the customer overnight in 1-2 days. How many times should be product inspection? This is going to be a different answer depending on who you asked, but I personally like product inspection every time. I have put your instructions on my note list. That is, put reviews first, then run PPC. I love it, Abad. You're definitely not going to regret that decision, bro. That is the right way to launch a product on Amazon. It's one of the really big things that I emphasize when it comes to launching a product on Amazon. So I think that's the right move. 100%. I mean, I have a very specific launch and ad strategy that I adhere to for all my launches, and getting those initial reviews is one of the big things in that strategy. We only got one in the chat, which means a lot of y'all need to go to the last video, like and comment on the video, because that video, we got to get it popping, y'all. For those who are in the lives, you know that I do not ask this in my lives, but for this video, I am asking it. Let's go, Panagodius. Any advice in enrolling into transparency to avoid hijackers? Well, you would just want to get brand registry, and if there's, for some reason, a hijacker, then you would just contact brand registry. They'll be able to get them off. Should I brand register my first or buy the product, then get brand registry? Get the product first. Aside from Helium 10, which tools do you subscribe to? I'm not very software reliant, to be honest with you. So I really just use Helium 10. I've tested a lot of other softwares out there, like a lot of them. And I personally think that Helium 10 is one of the best. I also only use it as a tool, right? So the keyword that you just said, which tools do you subscribe to? I use it as a tool, so I'm not relying on softwares. So yeah, it's mainly just Helium, not mainly, it's just Helium 10. I used to always also do Jungle Scout, but I stopped using Jungle Scout. I don't really love their data as much as I do Helium 10's. Because the thing that you guys have to understand about softwares is that they're not all created equal. So like some softwares are not going to give as accurate of information. I think H10 pulls some of the best. Big one. Let's go, Danny. I appreciate you. And everybody who has been liking and commenting on that last live. Again, if you guys have questions that you want a video response from, drop it in that video. How long would it take to reach 1K units a month on average if I have brand registry and a good product? It doesn't work like that, YSR. There's too many factors that play into that. That's kind of like asking, how many lottery tickets do I have to buy in order to win the lottery? It's like, oh, well, that's not how it works. Same thing with business. It depends on what your conversion rate is, what your reviews are, how optimized your listing is, how good your differentiator is, how good your launch strategy is. So I can't say like, oh, this is how long you should go and be there until you get 1,000 units. This is a nice example. Thanks. I actually got, was that you, Ibad? I want to give credit where it's due, but somebody in the TikTok live gave lottery tickets. Somebody in the TikTok live gave me that example, and I really liked it. I said I was going to use it. What type of specimen is required for a trademark? Either a word mark or a logo mark. I prefer or design mark. I prefer the word mark, so your brand name. It would just have to be a brand name that's obviously not already trademarked or anything like that, and then you would file your trademark, and then that's how you would get Amazon brand registry. Let's go. We only got 3 ones in the chat, which means the other 13 people need to go click on my profile right now and like and comment on that last video that I posted. There we go, Jay. Actually, I did see that you liked it because I have my TikTok pulled up on my laptop right now. So I did see you liked it too, Jay. Let's go. I'll maybe wait a few minutes till I do my next plug on the video, because I was about to say it again. I'm a little excited there. But I am going to make a video response to every comment in there. So again, if you guys want to see a video on what you ask, maybe you're like, hey, how do I optimize my ads? Or hey, how do I create a mock listing? Or hey, how do I get brand registry? Every comment on that video, I will make a video response to. How long will it take for brand registry trademark if I use the IP Accelerator program? I mean, you'll get your registration number within like a week, and then you can use that to enroll into brand registry. But it'll take like 6 to 12 months for the trademark to be finalized. Do they also require Amazon listing as well for trademark registry? Yeah, you have to show that the product is in use. There's things that you can do in order to kind of circumvent that if you don't actually have a product live. Like you can create a mock listing, get it in inactive out of stock status, click on the product and it'll show the URL. It'll just say currently available. To do FBA, if I ordered products from Alibaba, I would have manufacturers ship them straight to Amazon. That is correct, Vincent. I'd like to see how to create mock listing video. That's about where I'm at in the journey. I do have a video in my drafts right now, Panagodius, on how to create a mock listing. So stay tuned for that. But if you have any other questions, how to create an optimized listing, what does a good listing versus a bad listing look like? How do I optimize my main image? That is where you would definitely want it to be on the last video so that I will create a video response. Do you typically stack 4 to 5 targeted keywords on one PPC ad or separate to tell conversion on which one? I do love single keyword campaigns, Jay, but at the start, I'm doing like 3 to 5 keywords in a campaign. As I'm starting to try to build rank on certain keywords, I will build out single keyword exact campaigns. 6 to 12 months, but I can still sell on Amazon and get brand registry perks if it's pending. Yes, that's correct. That's where your registration number will come in, YSR. You use your registration number to actually apply for brand registry. It'll still be a pending trademark, which is a really cool thing that Amazon did. They didn't have that back when I first started. I think actually when I first started, it was 2 years later. I think it was 2021 where they allowed the registration number rather than the serial number. How long should we try main image? 2 weeks enough time to test? Yes, 1 to 2 weeks, Chris. Also, Chris, I don't know if you're going to be around, but on Thursday this week, Chris, one of the students, Thursday this week, we have a really in-depth lesson call expectations and execution plan for your first 6 months on Amazon. So, I just heard some feedback, and we obviously go over a lot of this in the program, but I give a full execution and expectation plan. So it is a pretty in-depth lesson. I'll be there. Nice, Chris. What is your typical quantity product for test launch? 100 to 300 units at the start. What percentage of revenue is profit? It's going to be different for every single person's product, brand, account. On this account, it's 40% after everything: PPC ads, returns, FBA fees, cost of goods, shipping. Awesome. Thanks for that. Trying to figure PPC journey to convert after Vine reviews. Let's get it, JJ. If you have a question about PPC, drop it on the last video. Remember, I'll be there. Let's get it. Is it helpful to make description of product by using HTML method? Yes. That's a great point. And again, Ibad, I'll show y'all how to do an HTML description commented on the last video so I can make a video response. But yes, I do. If you're not getting brand registered from the jump, you don't want your description to be this clunky paragraph. I do like the HTML method. Some people it's like patched for where it doesn't work, but I've had it work for, ever since they patched it. Brands A, what do you mean by that? Lol girl. I wasn't going to say the first word. Sus. Do you also get an inspection done on your test launch quantity? Yes, always. Brands and distributors are not answering emails. What to do? Send them a follow-up and contact other brands and distributors. Let me see. I just realized I wasn't on my Wi-Fi. Hopefully that fixes it. I think live is so glitched. Let me know if that's better, because I wasn't on my Wi-Fi, even though I had full bars. But let me know if that is better. Also, my phone is at 5%, so give me 30 seconds. Is it helpful to make description? Yes, I was saying yes, Ibad. And if you want a video on how to do HTML description, comment it on the last video and I'll make a video response to it. But yes, I always like to do an HTML description so it's not just this clunky paragraph. Let me go get a charger so my phone does not go out of battery. I bought extra chargers, but I forgot to leave one up there. Oh, that's coming back. Hold up. Let's do it. Also, I posted a YT video today. Every Monday morning, Pacific Standard Time, I post a new YT video. So y'all make sure that you're subscribed there, because I'm also on the road to 10,000 subscribers on YT. And that video is on how to negotiate on Alibaba with suppliers. Give you guys a full guide on negotiations. I'll be just posting gems, y'all. That's why y'all just need to follow me on all platforms to be tapped into the content and all of that. Absolute gems. I kind of wanted to do something on this live, but we've also been live almost for an hour. So maybe we'll just do Q&A. Yeah, we'll keep just doing Q&A. I was going to say maybe we can go over Is your YouTube the same username? Yes, Vincent. Luke Basha. At Luke Basha, I got like 3,900 subscribers or something like that. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure you hit a subscribe. Thinking about a course, you versus boom, boom, boom. Any reason why we should go with you? What up, Patrick? So, a few things, bro. Number one is I'm not gonna, I would never talk bad about any one of those programs or anything like that. I would say it comes down to a few things. A, they're obviously three different people, so it's who you actually want to learn from, right? Another thing that I would say is that with mine, you're not proxied off to any coaches. Mine is much more personal as opposed to like, because think about it, 300 students, thousands of students. And some may be like, oh, well, yours is smaller, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, number one, I have less followers. And also, I think we deny more people because my students have direct access to me. They can message me whenever they want. So you have all of the resources because I think that the resources are pretty on par. My shipment service has, because I also have students who are, and again, this is not me saying anything negative. I have students who are in both. They were in there before and then they came and joined mine because it's the Harvard of Amazon private label education. But I know that our shipping service beats most shipping services. You have that direct access to me. So it's not like, oh, I have a question and I got this program from somebody and now I want to be able to message that somebody, but I can't message that somebody. I know that we still do one-on-one calls. It's a lot more personal. And again, all of the services are pretty, it's not like you're going to miss anything. Yeah, we have product selection and everything, Patrick. Also, mine's cheaper. And not cheaper because that reflects on the quality, just because I just don't make it as much. So try refreshing the live, Ibad. Is anybody else having issues with the connection? But yeah, Patrick, regardless of the decision, brother, I wish you Godspeed on the journey. But if you do want to be able to reach out to me, have that one-on-one call with me, have all of the services that I built for the students, and we just continue to grow and grow and grow. This year alone, I've added multiple things into the program, and we're adding even more things, God willing, this year. There's a few things that my students don't even know about that we're working on behind the scenes that is just an absolute game changer. I'm new here. How can I start? Get out of here, Alex. What's good, brother? Alex, always in the lives. He's also a troll. Also an AMZ Masterclass student. Do I have to get different barcodes for different items? Yes, Numar, you do. I ordered a product and the shipment will be sea and air. So what I need to select in Amazon Seller Central? It would still be the same shipment process, Ibad, whether it was sea or air. You would just select other. Bro, I heard you say over 100K in your first year. Was that sales or profit? It was top line revenue, so it was sales drip. What up, Tala and the YT live? No issues here. Thanks, bro. Of course, brother. Also, Patrick, send me a message on TikTok, bro, if you're still in here. Should I do brand registry before getting proof of concept? If you're all in on this Amazon game, oh, hold on, I got to do a puzzle to stay on TikTok live. But if you're all in on Amazon, I think brand registry is the way to go. to be honest with you. It unlocks so many things that are so important for Amazon. Like one of the biggest things outside of Vine is you have access to the search query performance report. Ibad, thank you for the follow. Ibad, you weren't following me, bro. I see you in the lives all the time. I appreciate you though, bro. Hold on. What time you come live? Daily timing, sir? It's kind of a range, to be honest, brother. But I would say between like 5 and 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow I am going on another little, just a couple day trip. It's a quick turnaround trip, not international trip or something. So I'll be gone. So sorry, bro. I got most of my answers from you straightforward. All good, brother. Yeah, so YT, I won't be. I need to get another. I have another phone, but I need a new one because I don't really love the camera on that one. But I need to get a new phone, YT, so that when I travel, y'all don't miss out on the lives. But I still go live on TikTok. I am going to be gone. I leave tomorrow morning. I come back Thursday morning. So it's really just a 2-day little trip. Stay tuned for the Luke Basha Travels channel, though, because we're going up in there. Is there an easy way to see what sales went to Vine or how many of the 30 views were expected? Yes, Chris, I will get back to you on that. I'll just send you a direct message on that, brother. That's the freedom I want. I also want to work from anywhere. That's one of the biggest blessings that Amazon has allowed me, my friend. Like last week, I was in San Diego. I mean, just this week alone, I've done multiple trips. Just this year, I've probably been gone for like 2 or 3 months of the year, and all while operating my business. Like I actually really want to move to New Zealand. So it's something that's kind of up in the air for me right now. And the beauty of it is I'll be able to operate my business in New Zealand. And I know that's so random, but I just fell in love with New Zealand. But I'd be able to operate my business here in the US, in New Zealand, and go chill there for a few years. I'm going to live in the US like for my life, but I want to go experience new cultures in terms of living and stuff. But yeah, 2-3 months of this year alone, I've been gone on trips. What do you think about TikTok Shop? I'm a big fan, Kyle, especially when you're leveraging TikTok Shop with your Amazon FBA account. I think it can be an absolute monster of a strategy. It's really helped out us a lot. And then and also I've seen it do wonders for some of my students. Launching in New Zealand, another brand there. No, I'm not launching another brand. I'm just saying that I'll probably at some point in my life move to New Zealand in the next year or two, maybe 2 years. The big thing that stopped me from actually, like, I travel a lot, but the big thing that stopped me from moving out of the US is like family, because it's probably outside of God, it's probably the thing that I value the most in this world. Or else I would have been in Asia years ago, y'all. Asia was where I was originally going to move to. I was going to do some time in Bali and then live in Thailand for a little bit, because that's my favorite continent on this planet. Luke, just so I know, having high CTR, does that also mean that your product is likely to do good? Having a good CTR means that your image and your title is pretty solid, bro, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't continue to test that. It's not really conversion is more of an indicator of how well a product will perform. CTR is a really good indicator on like part of your listing. Do you put your Amazon account on vacation mode when you are away? No, there's no reason to. I'm getting sales all throughout the year, regardless of where I am. And I still do work on my vacations, guys. Like some people might be like, oh, well, if you're so successful, why do you have to work? Because I love it. I love the game. I wish we could do TikTok shop from Canada, but it won't let me start. Hopefully they add it in Canada soon, bro. Because yeah, it's a huge game changer. And for your product, Chris, I think it would do really good. I have this like this not sense. I just maybe consume so much content, but it's a lot of the times it's for educational purposes. Like Chris, I don't know if you watched last week's call with the students, but one of the students, I obviously didn't say his product, but he's like, I don't know what I could do for TikTok shop. And I messaged him while we were on the call. I was like, bro, you could do this. I think this would be such a good idea. Possible to do FBA with OA, RA? Yes. How much would someone need to start? 3 to 6K. Everybody who's a newbie, make sure that you guys go show some love to my last video. And remember, every single comment on that video, I will make a video response to. So that's the TikTok video, how I make money selling on Amazon. You guys can kind of see some of the payouts right there. Now, for those who wanted direct access to me and access to the Harvard of Amazon FBA private label education, go to the TikTok bio, check out the AMZ Masterclass. Y'all can see all of the things that are included in the program. And if you wanted to apply, you would click yes, I want to apply. You would go through this very quick 60-second application, actually fill it out properly so that my guy Adam will be able to create a unique plan for your unique situation. I'm going to hide this next part so I don't dox my phone number and email to everybody. And if you qualify, because we do not accept everybody, if you qualify, you'll know that you qualified because you'll be prompted to this page right here, where you're going to be able to select a date and time to get on a call with my guy Adam. Adam is our onboarding specialist. It is a no risk, no commitment, very laid back call. And so you'll be able to get on a call with him. But on that note, everybody, I hope you all have a blessed day, blessed night, and blessed rest of your week. I will see all of y'all soon.